Wisdomteethinger, lend me your ear. Dr. D Nice and FOUNT is here for the day. Want wisdom?
We've got you.
Wellness?
We got you.
Ears?
You got two.
Phones? It's got 3. Chambers? 4. In your heart for doing right? 5. Keys, your game's all tight. FOUNT. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Hello. How are you all doing? Welcome back to another episode of Talking Truth to Teen Issues, Tissues, and You. Actually, it's episode number 116. Can you believe it? It's crazy. Listen, before we start, let's just talk about last week. Let me explain to you all what happened. You all know I have 3 sons, and my husband, he God bless his soul, he really make sure his boys are in check at all times. He cuts off the internet off their phones at 9:00. It's just, you can manage it on the phone. And because one of my sons got my old phone, he had just had the old phone linked to be cut off at 9, and somehow or another it's linked to the internet on my computer. Anyway, whatever. I'm sorry, that's what happens. But once I figured it out, I came back on, but I don't think you all realized I was back. I came back on, I did a whole thing on getting into Harvard because I wanted to react to these students getting into Harvard. If you hop on the live, if you look at the live from last week, you'll be able to see the end part. I did cut it up already, and I plan to put the Harvard part up by itself. I just hadn't done so yet. Can you all hear me? My microphone is down low. Let me fix that. Give me a second. Problem is, these people use my computer when I am not live streaming, and they redo all my settings, and it's annoying. I have to set it up back every time, but you know what? First world problems. All right, what y'all doing? How was your week? Today we're going to talk about some hair. We're going to talk about hair. And as I was getting ready, I'm like, man, you're going to be talking about these people's hair, and your hair is not even looking all that. The reason why my hair is this way right now today is because I have it braided up. Tomorrow I take my pageant headshots. I'm running for Mrs. North Carolina, and I take my pageant headshots tomorrow. And I just wanted to have like a wavy pattern, so the hairdresser, she can be inspired to do whatever it is that she feels she wants to do to make me look beautiful for my pageant. Okay, let's just go ahead and hop into the main subject. We're gonna talk about our main subject about hair, and we'll go in to reacting to some things that I've seen out there. What you got? Talking hair. This is going to be a long episode. No, did you mean long in length? No. I'm gonna keep it small. I'm gonna keep it short, keep it brief. That's what we're doing. We're not gonna be too long about it. I just definitely have. I noticed, and I wish I can't find that video that really inspired me to make hair be the choice of our video today. But even though I can't find that video, I will just use one of the old videos that I had. Remember the time I talked about baby hair? We're just going to use that one as our jump off point. And without further ado, let's just get into it. Let's go. Once upon a time, baby hair was cutesy and demure. Let's try it again, because I've just clicked off the wrong thing. Then let's try this again. I'm coming. Technical difficulties all the time. Here we go. Once upon a time, baby hair was cutesy and demure. Then this happens.
Let me explain how. In the 60s and 70s, the afro was in vogue. Black power, power to the people. The hair mogul says, y'all dipping in our bag. Enter the relaxer. It wasn't long before black women got tired of the toxicity of creamy crack. Enter the big chop. Just when black women were embracing their curls, the hair moguls gave us the gimmick of protective style. Enter the lace front. Those unskilled in lace frontology needed to hide them edges. And that's how we got today's modern baby hair. God help us.
Y'all remember that video? Well, today we are not talking baby hair. We're just talking black girl hair as a whole. It seems to me, based on what I see out there, black girl hair is the worst type of hair any human could possibly have. It's not me saying it, it's y'all. What? Don't. As they go fight with your mama. I'm just talking about what I see out here. Let me point out some things that I've noticed. Enter Exhibit A, which is our first example. Exhibit A, which I don't have a picture. You just have to pull it up on your own. The relaxer. What is with that? Women, black women especially, women with curly hair, women with beautiful hair that defies gravity, that's almost waterproof, putting this harsh chemical so close to their scalp, so close to where their brain is, this thing can penetrate into your bloodstream. Nobody thinks about that. The only goal is, I must have straight hair. With a relaxer, this toxic chemical, black women are fine with doing that, put it in their hair. As a matter of fact, Dr. D Nice, I had my first relaxer. I must have been 12 years old. And the truth is, I don't know how much y'all could see my hair. I know it's in locks, but if you look real close, I don't have, they have great hair. I don't have a bad grade of hair, as they would say. I have semi-good hair. The curls are not loose. They're not super tight. It's very manageable. I had my hair natural for many years before I locked it up. And it's not difficult to manage. It's not like my mom was just falling over herself, having to groom this girl's hair because it just took hours and hours and hours. No, I had a good grade of hair. I didn't have no bad hair. And at 12 years old, the creamy crack was slapped in my head, and I walked out the salon just flashing my hair like, oh, I'm now a white girl. Essentially, that's what it is. Some of my best friends are white. This is not a black-white thing. This is a thing where I'm concerned that our black women do not appreciate their natural hair. And though we come up with all kinds of excuses why we do these fantastic, toxic things to our hair to straighten it, we come up with all kind of rationale is the bottom line is our hair is bad. We feel our hair is bad, and we must do everything to make sure it doesn't look anything like what it is. And when you're trying to justify your foolishness, you will come up with all kind of excuses. It is what it is. I'm standing by it. Black women hair is bad, and that's what you're saying. The creamy crack proves it. Your hair is bad, and you don't want it to exist as it is, and you put this toxic chemical on your scalp, on your hair, to straighten it and process it so it can look as much as a white woman's hair as possible. Number 2, let's just talk about the silk press. Now, you and me back in the day, we would say you just get a flat iron or a hot comb. You would have this comb that's literally hot. It's made of metal. You put it on a stove or you'd plug it in. The electric one will heat up with electricity. And you just take sections of your hair. You had to have some Dax oil or some Ultra Sheen, and the smoke will be just rising into the heavens. If you're not careful, the whole thing will combust. And you will do that. Sometimes in the unskilled hands, your ears will get burnt. The back of your neck will get burnt. You just be a burnt mess. Or, some people just super skilled at it and it's no big deal. You come out there looking good and you're just flashing your hair in the wind. One good humidity and it shrinks back down. One accidental downpour and your hair shrinks back down. You have already gone through this whole entire process to have your hair straight and flowing like a white woman, when what? You are a black queen and your hair is bad. Because your hair is bad, you must straighten it. That's the conclusion that I've made with this. And it is what it is. That's where we are. Now you have and I forgot to mention, so I mentioned the hot comb. Well, the silk press is just a variation of the same thing, using heat to loosen up the curls, to straighten it, and it's just flat and beautiful and bouncy, because that's what beautiful hair looks like. Beautiful and bouncy. Black women's hair cannot be pretty because it's not long and flowy and beautiful and bouncy. That's all there is to it. Our hair is bad. It's disgusting. Sickening. Then number 3, the sew-in. Now this would be, I guess, similar, same thing as a weave, where you braid down your hair and you attach other hair to it. So it could be human hair, it could be synthetic hair, Malaysian, Indonesian, Philippines, wherever, some South American country, Colombian, Cambodian, all Asian countries. You're importing hair off somebody's head. You don't know. There's some things out there that says some of these hairs are presented at certain temples as a religious sacrament, and you get the hair and you stick it to your head. Who knows? There are people that imply that the energy that person was feeling, or the ritual that person was participating in, passes on to you by you attaching their head to them. I don't know. That's beyond the realms of science. There's a possibility. Who knows? There are a lot of things that happen in this world that we just don't understand. It's a possibility. Black women will kill themselves. They do it all the time. And with their bad, disgusting hair, they cover it up. They braid it down and they attach good hair, the Asian hair, the Malaysian, the Cambodian, the whoever hair, the better hair. They attach it to their head so that their hair can look good. Black hair, black woman's hair is horrible. It's bad. It's disgusting. Disgusting. That is why we must borrow other people's hair or use these fantastic methods to go ahead and have our hair look nothing like its natural state. Let's keep pressing on. How about the wigs? How about the wigs? It's like a hat. A hat with hair. Same people, Cambodian, Malaysian, synthetic. You just cover it. You have this hat over your head. And listen, I understand our hair is bad. It should not see the light of day because it's disgusting. It's nasty. It's like, what is the point of all that curly, kinky nonsense that cannot be straight and flowy and blow in the wind? What is the point of having hair that doesn't do that? But you could fix it. You can get a wig. You can get this head of this cap that like sticks on your hair like a hairstyle. And then all of a sudden it's flowing and just pretty. It just is what it is. That's just because our hair is bad. We need this thing. Now, some of these things, honestly, I was watching a video where you have to wash the hair, this synthetic hair that you have, because there are toxins that they spray it with. I have no idea. Apparently you have to wash the synthetic or even the human hair that is sacrificed to you from another person. You have to wash it in a vinegar solution to get rid of some chemicals off of it, or it's going to itch you or allergies. And let's not talk around when you go around constantly tapping your hair like that, what you do with braids, which is the other. Am I at 5? Yeah, I'm at 5, which is the other thing that we do. Now, braids, I don't know, hit or miss. Do y'all think braids is part of the Black women really hating their hair because their hair is bad argument? It could be. It could be, because then, once it's, but, it kind of akin itself to locks. I don't know. I'm on the fence about braids. You let me know in the comment section below. What do you think? Do braids fall into the same realm as Black women's hair, or is disgusting and nasty and horrible and bad and needs to be covered up type category? Or is braids just, it's a Black woman style, no big deal? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And while you're there, of course, you might as well like and subscribe on this channel where we're talking about all kind of things. Dr. D Nice, I tend to lean more in like an anti-feminist realm. You'll always catch a good optimistic view on things, as well as a Christian spin on things. And let's just go into that part right now. Here's the thing, Black women. Can we stop for a second? Let me bring it in. Let me bring it in. Can y'all see me? Ladies, why? Let's stop. Let's love our hair. Love our natural hair. I understand colonialism, slavery, other people with straighter hair, even Black people with that appeared more white or appeared less ethnic, they were treated better. And so all those things are deeply ingrained in us, as this is the pinnacle of what hair should look like. This is when you've made it, your hair has to be straight. To look pretty, your hair has to be straight. Can we just, we're more evolved than that. Let's stop for a minute and just really take some time to think about it and understand what we're doing to ourselves. You're covering your head, all this heat that's coming, that your scalp can't breathe. You're smacking and tapping. You're risking burning off an ear. You're risking burning off your skin. You're risking spending all this money in a good rain shower, and your hair is back to its Afro state again. Why not just leave it there? Why not really take the time to learn how to manage your hair? When kids are young, when we were all young, we managed our hair. Your mom combed it and braided it up and twisted it up. And I'm not saying old last one. I'm sorry. I said old. I'm sorry. I was getting excited there. Old women needs to be walking around with ponytails and clips and bubbles in their hair. That's not what I'm saying. We can learn ways to make our hair look like mature, beautiful Black women that we are. Everybody just needs to really love what it is that they naturally have. God made you perfect. I understand there are lots of things that came along to make you feel less than. Dr. D Nice is here to tell you, you are not less than. You are made in the image of God. He made you exactly how you wanted to be. Don't diminish the beauty that you have, the wonderful qualities of your hair, your crown. Don't diminish that. Wear your hair natural. I promise you, there's power in that, and just being yourself and not going through these amazing, fantastic, just Herculean efforts to have your hair straight and bouncy. It's too much. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. And we're out. Hey, okay, let me see. Braids are fine. Dreadlocks are dirty. So you talking about me, Magic 8-Ball Spot? I have dreads. What you talking? Okay, all right, fine. Mine are not dirty. Let's see. We're talking here. But you know what? There are some that maybe look a little dirty. It depends on how they're groomed. Where your hair natural saves you. It does. It saves you time and money. Honestly, that's maybe I could have mentioned that when I was saving it. That when I stopped getting a relaxer and living in the hair salon all the time, man, it really did save me a lot of time. I didn't have to go to the beauty salon waiting because that's 2, 3, 4 hours of your day right there. I could just do my hair myself. And there's a whole lot of people that are benefiting from Black women just hating their hair because their hair is bad and disgusting. And y'all know I'm being facetious about that. Our hair is nice. We just need to accept that. Let's see. Where your hair natural. Okay, you got that. All right. So, of course, we got to get into our, excuse me. Whew. We're not losing our internet. I was about to sneeze. Okay, it didn't come. Let's see. We have to do our FOUNT section today. U in FOUNT. The U in FOUNT is for understanding. And, it's really important that we understand how our bodies work. And, the majority of us, really, we're not breathing well. And you're like, Dr. D. Nice, what are you talking about? I'm breathing well. But you're not. Many of us, we're just taking very shallow breaths. That we're not letting the breath go deep into the bottom of our lungs, the base of our lungs, and just filling up and really providing enough quality oxygen for our body. Have you heard of abdominal breathing or belly breathing, where when you're breathing, you expand your abdomen? When you're going in, you push your belly out. And what that does, it just creates almost like a suction, and it brings the air down deep into the deep crevices of your lungs. And then when you're breathing out, you bring your belly in, and it just forces your diaphragm to push the air out of your body. This is amazing. And it does a couple of things when you do these deep abdominal breaths. One, it actually can relax your body. When you're taking these deep abdominal breaths, it creates pressure in the chest wall and in the abdomen, which actually massages a nerve called the vagus nerve, which is responsible for relaxation in the body. So that's one thing that it does. Two, it actually just makes you focus, just focusing on breathing for a second. Just bring your mind. It's a good stress management tool because it focuses you in on the act of breathing. And the third thing that it does, it really just provides more oxygen to your body. Your body needs oxygen to function. There's a whole thing, the Krebs cycle. We're not going to get into it. That's all anatomy and physiology that is above everybody's pay grade in here. Well, not pay grade. That may not be the right analogy. It's beyond the scope of this particular YouTube live. We're not getting into biology. We're not in medical school here. I've already done the medical school for you all. Don't worry about it. We don't need to know all that. But trust me on that one. It's needed for your body to function. When your body's trying to create energy, when oxygen is present, it creates exponentially more larger units of energy when oxygen is present. And oxygen just naturally causes your body, the more oxygen you have, causes your body to relax, causes your body to be able to focus and to be able to concentrate. Take deep breaths. It's important for you. All right. I want you all to practice the abdominal breathing, though. Remember when I said when you're breathing in, your belly goes out. So it's an opposing motion. So in, belly out, out, belly in. Got it? Practice that. And I promise you, you will notice a huge difference. If anything, it just really relaxes and calms your body down almost instantaneously too. All right, let me see what we got. Well, we still don't have any comments other than under breathing. If you all are deep breathers, let me know in the comment section below. All right. So like I told you before, we've switched up the show a little bit, and what I'm going to do is just incorporate the stories of my life in our programs in our shows. If that doesn't work for you all, if you want a whole segment where I shared my story before and we say, there's wisdom, there's stupidness, choose wisdom, I'm still going to say that at the end of the show overall. I'm just really trying to, sometimes you got to try something new, mix it up a little bit. And today we're going to mix it up. We're going to go through some reactions. I pulled some videos from the news that we've seen this week, and we're just going to look at it and react to some of the things that's been going out there. Y'all good with that? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Okay, let's just start with this plane crash. Oh my goodness, that is awful. It seems that late Wednesday night, a commercial jet carrying 64 people and a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter with 3 service members on board collided and crashed into the Potomac River near Ronald Reagan National Airport, Washington, D.C. Authorities believe there will likely be no survivors, and the rescue crews continue to search the icy waters. 14 members of the skating community were killed in the crash, including 2 teenagers. These athlete coaches and family members were returning home from the National Development Camp held in conjunction with the U.S. Figure Skating Championship in Wichita, Kansas. The whole the stars of the figure skating community, everybody gone. And you see right here, this is Nancy Kerrigan. Y'all remember the whole controversy with Nancy Kerrigan. And who was the person? What was the person that got her, hit her, like took her out with the skates, like attacked her with the skates many years ago? This was in the 80s. Anyway, this is Nancy Kerrigan. Just
how to process it. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. No. Which is why I'm here. I think it's a shock. I wasn't woken up in the morning and saw it. I was watching like all night.
This is just a horrible thing. These are some of the skaters, 14 skaters that were killed in the plane crash. Just really pray for their families. I can't imagine the whole skating community having lost so many people at one time, the rising stars, current stars that just all gone, just like that. And, we take it for granted. Oftentimes we just hop on a plane and we're just like, no big deal. It's like getting on a plane is no big deal to us. You just hop on a plane, like a walk in the park. And not this time. This time, 14 people from the skating community have lost their life. And I haven't heard anything. I'm pretty sure the people in the Black Hawk helicopter lost their life too, if I had to venture a guess. I haven't seen that. If you all know anything about that, let me know in the comment section below. Let me see what he had. Russia lost a whole hockey team in a plane crash a few years ago. Yeah, that is just super sad. Super, super sad. I am sure I could think of a different word than super. And it's just pray for their families. This is never what you expect. And once again, it just is what it is. No one ever really appreciates or likes to see young people die. You're expected to grow old and die some sort of way, not in the prime of your youth when you're a prime athlete. It's just not what happens. And this is what happened. And we just need to pray for their families. All right, let's see it really is just a jump, okay? I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah, we could have stopped for a second before we go to foolishness. I didn't put the order in. I just saved them. I don't know what order they were saved in, but we're going in. So Bruno Mars, he ended up having like the top amount of streams out there. And then this was his response: keep streaming. I'll be out of debt in no time. I don't know. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know. But Bruno Mars has a gambling problem. It's not a good thing. It's a thing. And it has in him debt. He's a super talented guy. He can sing. He's like a little tiny Elvis Presley, super talented. And he's got a gambling problem, and he is in debt up to his eyeballs. But you know what? He keeps cranking out good music that people love to hear, and I'm glad he could make light of the situation of what's going on there. And I hope he can get some help for his gambling problem. Let's just pray he gets out of debt, cleans up his life, continues to make good music, and never gets back in debt again. Find a wife. Find one woman to settle down with. Somebody that would keep him straight. Get some kids. Just chill out and quit living the rock star life. I wonder how old Bruno Mars is. Let me take a look here. Let's see if we can figure this out. I'm going to see how old is Bruno Mars? How old? Let me see. I'll go over here so y'all can, if y'all want to watch me. Give me a second. How old is Brew? He's 39. So he's 39 years old. Let's just pray he pulls his life together and quit that foolishness. Bruno, quit that foolishness. Get your life together, son. All right, bet. Let's keep it popping. What else do we have?
When he grew up, he started working with his father, but later he left and began traveling around the USA.
Okay, this one I was saving. I'm gonna do a whole video about this because are you all subtitled people? There are people out there that feels that they cannot watch shows without subtitles. Me, if the subtitles are on, it distracts me. I read slow and I be wanting to stop and rewind. And it's not every show you can stop and rewind. It's not, you could be watching it real time or you're at a movie. I just don't do subtitles. If y'all are subtitles people, let me know in the comment section below. But I'm going to do a whole video about the subtitle thing. I feel at some point, I have a whole backlog of videos that I want to do. And at some point, I really do, man, I have so many videos I want to make. I want to continue growing this channel. It's just a time thing. Y'all know Dr. D Nice is a whole medical doctor. I see patients along with coming and talking with you all. And I just, this is the set thing that we do. Thursdays for sure. Everything else is just extra. It just depends on how my week goes. Sometime I could throw up a quick little reel or YouTube short. Sometimes I can do a whole video, a whole nother live. But most of the time, all I can do is manage this thing on Thursdays. Let's see. Subtitles improve your reading. I guess. I can't read fast. I've been trying. As a matter of fact, let me share with you all. I have to do my boards again. Every 10 years, we have to do our internal medicine boards. And I have to do it again this year. 2026? Yeah, it needs to pass it. I need to take it for 2026. I am dreading it, okay? Every single time I take the boards, I dread it because I never do as well as I want to do. It's not because I don't have the information in my head and I don't know how to do it. I just read slow as molasses, slow as dirt. Dirt's not slow. Slow as a snail, slow as a slug. What else is slow? Whatever is the slowest thing, that is how I read. I understand everything I read, though. I don't have to read it twice. I just take my time. He went over the house. That's how I'm doing it, just slow. Man, it's crazy. And what that does for me, though, I just can't finish the thing on time. And then I end up just flying through, not having read the thing thoroughly and just mess up. Anyway, I'm gonna have to, maybe I'll start, you know what? Maybe I need to start reading the subtitles. I need to, maybe it'll help increase my speed because I got to do something. I got to take these boards again this year. This probably be my last time taking it before I retire. Let's see. Maybe, or maybe I take it one more time. I don't know. Well, whatever. Let's see. They then go buy a book. Subtitles improve. Then go buy a book. I'm not sure what it means. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's pull up another one. But I'm, like I said, at some point, I do want to do a reaction to this whole dub versus sub or subtitles thing. And I don't know when I'm going to get around to it.
Well, fuck today.
You know what this video reminds me of? You know when a cat is chasing after a mouse, it's just like playing with it. That cat know he could take that mouse out any second. This is this police officer chasing a shoplifter on a mobile scooter. He just playing with him like a mouse. He don't want to run him over. He don't want to just knock him out of his scooter. Then whatever. That's what this reminded me of. Craziness. Where is that? That's not even America. That looked like it's maybe like Australia or something. Where is that? Let me see if I can figure that out in the. No, I mean, I know I follow some Australian pages on Instagram. I bet you it's Australia, but I don't know. Wherever ITV is, if you know that, let me also know in the comment section below. All right, this is the same Bruno Mars thing. I just had two versions of it. See what I was saying? He sold 150 million monthly listeners on Spotify. And he's just like, yeah, keep on doing it. Keep streaming. I'll be out of debt in no time. All right. Oh, this just cracks me up. This woman, she's just...
还有一个红色，红色，姐妹红红火火，万紫千红。这个红。
She's like a live stream selling things, and she's trying on the dresses and just ripping them off and putting them on and ripping them on and putting them off, and you could just this is just crazy. She's just quick with it, and people are buying it, I guess. Anyway, let me see if I could find one last one before we leave. We've been on here a long time. Was there something else that I wanted to go over with you all? Let me see. No, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. What do y'all think? Yeah, I think we're good here. Well, I can't leave without a message from our Lord and Savior. We're at 38 minutes. That's some good time. That's a good time. Okay, let me know what you think. Like me incorporating my stories as we talk, as we look at things that are online. I shared you with the story about my taking my boards. Just throw the stories in organically as we talk about things. What do y'all think about that rather than just a full story time about my life? That's where I'm thinking we were going with it. If that doesn't work for you all, let me know. But if y'all pretty flexible. Personal stories make this time genuine. Okay, well, I will incorporate the personal stories into whatever happen to pop up that whatever videos I find that I want to comment on and react to. And I think it's kind of fun to just cover current events as much as possible. All right, let me pull up our prayer here. Okay, so let me see. It's crazy. I should have it memorized by now, shouldn't I? I should, but I don't. And stream. Here we go. All right. But just overall, I want you to remember there's wisdom and there's stupidness. Choose wisdom. Remember also, show me your brightest, show me your best, show me the latest guru. God's wisdom lets theirs look like stupidness. Let's pray. All right, let's go. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord turns his face towards you and give you peace. May the Lord watch between me and you while we're absent one from another. Amen. I will see you next week. You all have an amazing week. I appreciate you all coming here. I keep saying, if you weren't here, I'll be just talking into the abyss of nothingness all by myself. But no, y'all show up. Even when I switched it from Wednesday to Thursday, I appreciate you all so much. I can't even tell you. And thank you. Hope the rest of your week is blessed. Blessings to you all and your families and your friends. And I'll see you all next week, Thursday, 8:30, same bat time, same bat channel. And we are out here. We out here. We done. We done. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Wisdomteethinger, lend me your ear. Dr. D Nice and FOUNT is here for the day. Want wisdom?
We got you.
Wellness?
We got you.
Ears?
You got two.
Phones? It's got 3. Chambers? 4. In your heart for doing right? 5. Keys? Your game's all tight? FOUNT. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight. Get your mind right and your body tight.